During a live broadcast on Weverse to celebrate his 28th birthday, BTS's youngest member, Jungkook, made a deeply personal revelation. He has been diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD. The singer's candid confession not only surprised fans worldwide, but also sparked an outpouring of love, solidarity, and meaningful conversations about mental health. Jungkook, known for his golden voice and charismatic performances, shared that he had long experienced symptoms associated with ADHD, but only recently sought professional guidance. Quote, "It took me time to fully understand myself," Jungkook said during the live stream. "I realized I needed to accept this as part of who I am, not something to be ashamed of," end quote. Almost instantly, social media platforms lit up with messages of encouragement under hashtags like "We love you, Jungkook," and "ADHD is not weakness." Fans across the globe, armies, praised him for his vulnerability, calling it a powerful moment that will help reduce stigma surrounding mental health issues in Korea and beyond. Mental health experts also weighed in, noting the significance of Jungkook's openness. Quote, "When public figures like Jungkook speak honestly about ADHD, it encourages millions of fans to seek support and recognize that they're not alone," end quote, said Dr. Lee Hae-jin, a Seoul-based clinical psychologist. This is not the first time Jungkook has used his platform to advocate for self-awareness and emotional honesty. In previous interviews, he has often emphasized the importance of balance, resilience, and listening to one's inner voice. His recent statement, however, marks one of his most personal disclosures to date. Armies organized online campaigns to spread awareness about ADHD, sharing educational resources and personal experiences. Many fans thanked Jungkook for giving them the courage to talk openly about their own struggles. In several cities, fans even set up charity drives for organizations supporting children and adults with ADHD, framing it as a, quote, "birthday gift to the idol," end quote. As Jungkook continues his solo activities and prepares for BTS's full group reunion in 2026, fans say this moment will be remembered as a turning point, not only in his career, but also in the broader conversation around mental health in the entertainment industry. With one brave confession, Jungkook reminded the world that even global superstars face challenges, but what matters most is the courage to face them and the love that follows. In an emotional live stream held on his 28th birthday, BTS's Jungkook revealed that he has been officially diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD. The candid disclosure by the global superstar has sparked waves of support from fans and reignited conversations around mental health awareness worldwide. While fans tuned in on September 1 to expect lighthearted birthday celebrations, Jungkook chose the occasion to share something deeply personal. Quote, "I've lived with certain struggles for a long time," he explained during his Weverse broadcast. "I finally had the courage to seek help, and I was told I have ADHD. It's not easy to say this, but I believe it's important to be honest with myself and with you," end quote. The confession came as a surprise to many, given Jungkook's reputation as a perfectionist and multi-talented performer. From his flawless vocals to his athletic ability, he has often been described as the group's golden maknae, someone who excels at everything. Yet through this revelation, Jungkook reminded millions that behind the stage lights, even global icons face personal battles. Immediately after the live stream, hashtags including "We love you, Jungkook" and "ADHD is not weakness" began trending across X, formerly known as Twitter, with over 15 million mentions in just a few hours. Fans expressed admiration for Jungkook's courage, flooding timelines with messages of love and personal testimonials. One fan wrote, "As someone who was diagnosed with ADHD at 20, hearing Jungkook say it out loud makes me feel seen. He showed us that it's okay to accept yourself." Another fan-led initiative quickly gained traction. Armies in various countries organized donations to ADHD awareness charities, calling it a, quote, "birthday gift for Jungkook that gives back," end quote. Offline, fans in Seoul, Tokyo, and New York held small gatherings where they wrote letters of support and discussed ways to raise awareness. In Jakarta, armies lit up a billboard with the words, "ADHD is strength, not weakness. We stand with Jungkook." Mental health professionals in South Korea and abroad have commended Jungkook for using his platform to normalize discussions around ADHD. Quote, "South Korea still carries a strong stigma against mental health conditions," said Dr. Lee Hae-jin, a clinical psychologist based in Seoul. When someone as influential as Jungkook speaks openly about ADHD, it not only helps fans relate, but also challenges societal prejudice, end quote. Western experts echoed the sentiment. Dr. Sarah Mitchell, a psychiatrist at UCLA, noted, quote, "For young fans struggling with attention difficulties, seeing a role model like Jungkook speak up can be life-changing. It sends the message that success and ADHD are not mutually exclusive." Jungkook's confession fits into a broader pattern of BTS's long-standing openness about mental health. Since their debut, BTS members have addressed issues like anxiety, depression, and self-acceptance in their music and public appearances. Songs like Tomorrow and Epiphany have been praised for encouraging fans to value their mental well-being. However, Jungkook's recent statement marks one of his most personal disclosures made by any member so far. His decision to share the diagnosis highlights a growing shift among idols to prioritize honesty over the industry's polished image.
The BTS fandom's response has gone far beyond social media trends. Within 72 hours of Jungkook's livestream, at least 5 international fan bases announced fundraising campaigns for ADHD-focused nonprofits, including children and adults with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, CHAD, in the US, and the Korea ADHD Society. In the Philippines, fans launched a community project called Focus with Jungkook, aimed at providing free educational materials for students with ADHD. Meanwhile, Indonesian armies collaborated with local psychologists to hold online seminars about attention disorders. "It's incredible to see how his words inspire real action," said Ana Garcia, a fan organizer in Spain. "This is the power of ARMY, turning love into meaningful impact." Despite the challenges of living with ADHD, Jungkook assured fans that his condition would not stop him from pursuing music and personal growth. "This is just a part of me, not all of me. I will keep doing my best, as I always have, but now with more understanding of myself." Industry insiders believe this revelation may influence how K-pop agencies address artist well-being moving forward. Jungkook's honesty could push companies to invest more in mental health support systems for idols, commented a Seoul-based entertainment journalist. As BTS prepares for their much-anticipated full group reunion in 2026, Jungkook's moment of vulnerability is likely to remain a defining chapter in his career. For many fans, it represents not only his personal growth, but also the growing maturity of the entire fandom. Jungkook's birthday livestream was meant to be a celebration of his 28th year, but it became something far more profound, a reminder that even the brightest stars carry invisible struggles. In choosing to share his truth, Jungkook has sparked a global movement of empathy, awareness, and acceptance. As one fan eloquently summed it up online, Jungkook gave us music, love, and strength. Today, he gave us honesty, and in return, we'll give him unconditional support. Dressed casually, with his trademark warmth and sincerity, Jungkook spoke openly about the challenges he has faced. "I've always felt like my thoughts move faster than I can control. For a long time, I thought I just needed to work harder, but recently I realized I needed to understand myself better. After seeking professional help, I was diagnosed with ADHD. I want you to know this because it's part of who I am, and I don't want to hide it." The confession was met with a pause in the live stream chat, quickly followed by an explosion of messages, emojis, and words of encouragement from fans. Many viewers described the moment as both shocking and healing. Within minutes, hashtags like "We Love You Jungkook" and "ADHD is Strength" dominated global trending lists on X, formerly Twitter, gathering more than 20 million posts within 24 hours. Fans shared personal stories of living with ADHD, expressing how Jungkook's honesty made them feel seen and understood. Armies didn't stop at words. In Korea, fan unions organized a donation drive for the Korea ADHD Society, raising nearly 200 million won, USD $150,000, in just 2 days. Meanwhile, international fan bases launched campaigns with ADHD charities in the US, UK, and Southeast Asia. In the Philippines, volunteers distributed free school kits to children with attention disorders, naming the initiative Focus with Jungkook. One 19-year-old army in Brazil wrote, "When I was diagnosed, I felt broken. But now I see Jungkook, my role model, embracing it, and I feel proud of who I am." In South Korea, where discussions of mental health often remain taboo, Jungkook's revelation is groundbreaking. Traditionally, conditions like ADHD have been associated with negative stereotypes, particularly in schools and workplaces. Many parents choose not to disclose such diagnoses for fear of discrimination. Dr. Lee Hae-jin, a Seoul-based psychiatrist, explained, "For someone of Jungkook's stature to openly admit to ADHD is transformative. It challenges cultural stigma and normalizes the idea that people with ADHD can thrive, even excel in demanding careers." This is not the first time BTS has addressed mental health, but Jungkook's ADHD disclosure feels different, not only because it's a clinical diagnosis, but also because it resonates with millions of young fans navigating similar challenges in school and work. BTS has always encouraged authenticity, said music critic Han Soo-min. But Jungkook's honesty goes beyond lyrics. It's lived truth. It makes him not just a performer, but a leader of social change.